Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I decided to get a lot more personal in some of these vlogs because I've been expanding a lot on mindset and learning a lot more than what I anticipated about mindset. So it made me reevaluate what I wanted to talk about. It made me go in and add a few more layers to some of the things that I already wrote. And it was important for me to share that with you guys as always, because this channel was designed to fumble forward. This channel was designed to figure things out as we go, but to also reprogram and rewire ourselves to, prevent ourselves from making those mistakes that we were making before so that we can improve our lives. So without further ado, I wanted to share with you guys a topic that was very important to me. That topic was trial and error. And on my channel, you'll hear me talk a lot about trial and error. And the reason why you'll hear me talk a lot about trial and error is because I feel like a lot of people are afraid to fail. And if you're afraid to fail, then that means that you're not trying. Failure is not cowardice. Failure is not you having achieved some major goal or financial success. Failure to me is just not even making an effort to go after the things that you say that you want. And with that being said, I came across Thorndike's trial and error theory, and there were two laws of that theory that stuck out to me a lot. And I decided to take some time to break those laws down for you so that you guys can get an understanding of why trial and error is so important. One of those laws was the law of readiness. Learning cannot be instilled in someone who does not want to learn, who does not have the willingness or the mindset or right attitude to learn. So you can teach that person until your face turns blue, but nothing is really going to change because their mindset is not equipped to really want to learn whatever it is that you're trying to teach. And you have to think about that in terms of day-to-day life. How many times did you put on something that you intended to learn, or how many times did you try to study something and it just wasn't sticking? It wasn't sticking because you didn't really have the willingness to learn it, because you believed that there was no relevance or importance of whatever that topic was, or you didn't have the right mindset at the time to overcome the disadvantage of trying to sit there and focus on whatever it is. If you really feel like that information was beneficial to you in some way, shape, or form, you'd be more willing to pay attention regardless of the circumstances or what's going on. So you cannot teach yourself or anybody else to learn something that they are not willing to learn, that they don't have the right mindset or attitude towards learning. And I think that's very important, because if you're doing trial and error, you're going to do more error than trial, because you're wasting time on someone or an idea or even yourself on something that you don't really want to do. So you have to switch your attitude if you plan to learn something new, if you plan to work towards a goal and succeed at it. That is the foundation to me of trial and error. So anytime I've embarked on a journey, the first thing that I've told myself is that I have to be willing to retain this information at all costs. This thing that I'm focusing on is super important. One of those examples I could provide to you guys is like when I was learning the gimbal. To me, it's super technical and it's difficult. And it was only super technical and difficult because I already had established a mindset that it was going to be hard, that the videos that I was going to have to watch to learn them were going to be very complicated, and that it was going to be a lot of steps. I didn't go into it with the mindset of visualizing the end result of learning it. And so one day I sat down and I put on a video, and lo and behold, the video was very tedious and technical. But my mindset had now shifted towards learning. So while I was learning it, I was picking up on it faster than I'd ever been able to pick up on it the other times that I watched it, because I changed my mindset and attitude towards really wanting to learn this piece of equipment. So you guys have to really establish a stronger mindset going forward into this whole thing, or a lot of things that you do are going to fail if you don't have the right mental attitude.